of your handout number 3, which is entitled Gross Income. So pag sinabi natin gross income, it means all income derived from outside the Philippines or inside the Philippines. Pero hindi sinabi sa tax code natin if should it be legal or illegal. So walang definition kung or walang description as to the legality ng income natin. Okay? So ano yung pagkakaiba ng capital sa income? So capital is the investment and then income is the earnings from that investment, from investing properties or cash. Okay? So capital is the fund while income is the flow. Okay? So ginagamit natin yung capital to earn income. Okay. So, valuation of income. So, generally, kung ano daw po yung value received ng taxpayer, yun po yung kailangan niyang i-declare. Okay? So, we have 3 classifications of income. Yan ko lang ng konti. Number 1 is income as to source. Saan ba galing yung income natin? So, compensation income. From the word itself, galing po yan sa sweldo. Okay, so dapat merong employer-employee relationship dito bago ka magkaroon ng compensation income. Next, professional income. If you are a professional, say for instance, a doctor or an architect, and you are using your profession to earn or as a freelancer, hindi ka employed, at the same time wala kang firm na pinakatakbo, that is considered as professional income. Ibig sabihin, you work on your own. Okay? Next is business income. Sa business income naman, there must be a registered business. So, galing po ito sa, ayun na, pag ninegosyo. And then, we have other income. For example, is nagbenta ka ng scrap materials, that's considered as other income. Number 2, income as to territorial source. Number 1 is income within the Philippines. Ibig sabihin, these are income earned while the person is staying inside the Philippines. Income outside the Philippines, ito po yung earnings niya abroad. Okay? We also have mixed income. So this is a combination of your within and outside income. Okay? As to taxability, pag sinabi nating taxable, ito po yung nagiging base ng ating tax. Okay? Pag sinabing taxable, ibig sabihin, hindi siya exempted. Okay? So, meron tayong tinatawag na ordinary income at saka passive income. Your ordinary or regular or some other books, ang ginagamit nilang term is active income, is subject to the normal income tax rate or yung schedule ng income na ginamit natin from the previous chapter. Okay? Next, yung passive income, na-discuss na rin natin to last meeting. Ito yung income na kinikita mo kahit tulog ka, like interest or your dividends. Okay? So, yung passive income, these are subject to final withholding tax. Okay? So, yung final withholding tax, okay. Yung ordinary or regular income, subject siya, una-muna, sa tinatawag nating CWT or yung creditable withholding tax. Yung creditable withholding tax, monthly, nagbabawas po ng tax ang employer sa earnings ng kanilang employee unti-unti. And then at the end of the year, kapag na-determine na kung ano yung annual tax due ng employee for the income na na-earn niya within the year, ima-minus po itong mga naibawas or napauna ng empleyado doon sa kanyang income tax due. Okay? Kaya pagdating ng mga December, it's either maliit na lang yung babayaran na tax ng employee or pwedeng magkaroon pa siya ng refund. Okay. Yung passive income naman is these are income na, yun nga, kinikita natin kahit tulog tayo. And they are subject to final withholding tax. Ibig sabihin, kapag binigay na sa yung income mo, automatic ibabawas na yung tax. For example, yung interest na na-earn natin sa bangko. Okay? So, di ba magkakaroon kayo doon ng isang line item pertaining to interest. And then after that interest is meron siyang deduction. Okay? Deduction para sa tax. Okay? Yun yung tinatawag na final withholding tax. In short, bago pa po i-release sa'yo yung hindi po nire-release sa'yo yung full amount ng income, imina-minus na po doon yung tax for that income. Okay? Okay. Next, capital gains. So, pag sinabi natin capital gains, dalawa lang naman to. Yung value ng shares mo at saka yung value ng real property. So, kung ang value ng lupa mo last year is 1 million at ngayon 1.2 million na yun, ang capital gains na tinatawag doon is yung 200,000 na increase. Ganun po din po pagdating sa shares of stock. Okay? And special income, ang mga special income is usually, ito yung earnings ng mga situated sa Philippine Economic Zone Authority or yung mga eco zones na tinatawag. At depende kung um, ano yung rate na gagamitin sa agreement nila with the government. And next is yung tax-exempt income. So merong mga income that are considered non-taxable. So, nahati yan sa tatlo. By constitutional mandate, by statute, or by international committee. For instance, di ba nga yung mga minimum wage earners, they are considered as tax exempt. Na-discuss natin yan, I think, in the previous handout. And then, kapag meron na pong nasingil yung counterpart na country kung saan mo na-earn yung income, binabawas po yan doon sa tax na babayaran mo dito sa Philippines in respect to international committee. Okay. So, taxable income. When you say taxable income, this pertains to the gross income that will be subjected to tax. So, requisites for income to be taxable, there must be a gain. Right? The gain need not to be in cash derived from the sale of assets. Right? So, for instance, yung capital gains ninyo, okay, kahit hindi pa yan, ayun, kahit hindi, kunwari binenta mo siya at perfected na yung sale pero utang pa rin yung lupa sa'yo, considered na merong gain po doon. The gain must be realized or received. Okay, dapat po perfected yung contract of sale ninyo. So, when you say doctrine of constructive receipt, ibig sabihin nito is mako-consider mo na merong actual receipt ng cash or ng benefits kung because of certain conditions. Number one is yung payment is credited to the payee's account. And number two, the payment is set aside for payees or otherwise made available so the payee may draw upon it during the taxable year. If notice to intention to withdraw has been given without substantial limitation. In short, wala pong kapalit. Okay? The gain must not be excluded by law from taxation. Okay? So, dapat taxable pa rin po yung gain ninyo. Hindi siya considered as exempt. Okay. Characteristics of Philippine income tax. Number one is a national. The following are the characteristics of Philippine income tax. It is a national tax. It is collected by the government. So, even though taga General Santos, kunwari ako, at nagtatrabaho ako sa BGC or sa Taguig, kahit saan ako magbayad, either BGC or from Gensan, my residence, lahat po yan mapupunta sa national government. It is a general tax. When you say general tax, ibig sabihin, hindi pa alam kung saan siya gagamitin. Okay? Hindi pa alam kung saan siya gagamitin. Depende pa yan sa decision ng president. And then, next is it is an excise tax. Ano ba yung excise tax? Yung excise tax is based on exercise of your right. So, sa income tax, ano ba in-exercise mo? The right to earn, right? It is a direct tax. It is a direct tax because hindi mo pwedeng ipasa yung tax na kasama dun sa yung income sa iba. Unlike value-added tax or business tax. Business tax can be passed on to the customers. Pero yung income mo dun sa sweldo mo, hindi mo po yun mapapasa sa iba. And number 5, it is a progressive tax kasi the more you earn, the more taxes you pay. Diba? Yung sa bracket natin ng annual ng income tax rates, habang tumataas yung sweldo mo, tumataas din po yung tax na babayaran mo. At actually, yung rate pa lang nung babayaran mo, tataas na eh. Okay. Next. Income tax system. So we have two income tax systems. Number 1 is schedular and number 2 is global tax system. Sa schedular tax system, ang tatandaan nyo lang dito is lahat po ng income is kinaklasify to their categories. Okay? Sa global tax system naman is pinagsasama-sama lahat ng income regardless of their categories. So ano ba yung distinction between these two income tax systems? Okay. Tax treatment. So schedular, it depends on the category of the taxable income of the taxpayer. Kaya nga 'di ba merong rate for your ordinary income or active income, and then meron tayong rate for passive income. Pagdating naman sa global, lahat yun pinagsasama-sama na. Classification of income, kinakategorize yung income. Sa global, hindi. Tax rate sa schedular, depende sa anong klase, kung anong klase ng income po yung itatax natin. For global, isang singular tax rate lang po yung ginagamit. Applicability. For schedular, ginagamit po siya ng mga individual taxpayers, while for yung global, ginagamit po siya ng non-resident foreign corporations and non-resident aliens not engaged in trade or business. Okay. Gross income taxation versus net income taxation. So pag gross income, ang definition po niyan is that wala pa pong dinideduct na expenses or exemptions. Pag net income, net, di ba? Yung net ginagamit na pangsala. So tatandaan nyo, kapag net income taxation, ibig sabihin na ibawas na po dyan yung mga allowable deductions. Okay? So, ano ba yung example ng types ng income na gumagamit ng gross income taxation? For instance, your passive income, di ba? Kapag nag-earn kayo ng interest sa bangko, kung ano lang yung earnings nyo doon, yun na automatically subjected sa tax. Unlike pag net income taxation, example nito is yung compensation, business income. Di ba, meron ka munang sales, tapos ima-minus mo lahat ng mga nagastos mo para mag-come up ka ng net income. Okay? So, tax base for gross income, for gross income taxation is gross income or gross receipts. For net income taxation, it will be net income. So, for instance, para lang ma-determine ninyo kung ano yung gross income at net income. For instance, ikaw ay isang doktor. Okay, so meron kang gross receipts for the year na 1 million pesos. Okay? So, yan na yung magiging basis mo yan na yung magiging tax base mo. Pero pag net income naman yung pinag-uusapan, meron kang gross receipts na 1 million. At the same time, gumastos ka para sa secretary mo. And yung sweldo ng secretary mo is around 50,000. So, ililess mo dyan yung expenses mo for that example. 50,000 yung naging expense natin. Okay? So, ang net income ninyo is 950,000 pesos. Okay? Yung gross, kung ano yung na-receive mo from customer, yung net income, ibabawas mo yung gastos mo doon sa na-receive mo from your customers. Okay? Applicability. Yung gross income taxation, ina-apply siya sa non-resident alien not engaged to trade in business and non-resident foreign corporation. For net income taxation naman, ginagamit siya ng individual taxpayer except for yung not in non-resident alien not engaged into trade or business. And then ginagamit din siya ng mga corporations na nandito sa Philippines. Advantages. Anong advantages ng gross income taxation? Number one, it simplifies the tax system. Bakit? Hindi ka na mangungulekta or mag-iisip kung ano ba yung naging gastos mo all throughout the year. Okay? Yung sa net income naman, ano ba ang advantage niyan? Ang advantage niyan is magiging mababa yung tax base mo. Okay? So may probability na maging maliit yung tax mo. Okay? Basic features of your Philippine income taxation. It has adopted a comprehensive tax status. Ibig sabihin, yung way of taxing natin ng way of taxation natin uses nationality, residence, and kung saan galing yung income. And then number two, the individual income tax system is mainly progressive. The higher income you earn, the higher taxes you pay. 'Di ba? Kaya nga doon sa inyong income tax table, kapag lumalagpas ka sa 800,000, magiging 30% na yung tax na imo-multiply doon sa iyong income, 'di ba? And it has retained more schedular than global features. Okay? So that's your handout number 3. So let's try to answer yung quiz for module number 3. Gross income. So question number 1. Which of the following is considered or construed as an example of constructive receipt? Okay. So pag constructive receipt, hindi ibig sabihin po na pag sinabing realize is kailangang merong cash involved. So tignan natin yung choices. Fees paid to a public official, retirement benefits, pensions, and gratuities, interest coupons that have matured and are payable not but have not been cash, deposits for rentals to answer for damages and restricted as to use. So the correct answer here is interest coupons that have matured and are payable pero hindi pa lang nila ini-encash. So basically, bayad na yun. Okay? Hindi na lang kina-cash out, kumbaga. Okay, so the correct answer for this one is letter C. Next. Analyze the following statements. The Philippine income taxation adopted a comprehensive tax status using nationality, residence, and source rules. Statement 1 is true. The individual income tax system is mainly progressive in providing a graduated income tax rate. Statement 2 is true. So both statements are correct. Blank is levied without a specific or predetermined purpose. So this one is general tax. Wala pa, hindi pa alam kung saan gagamitin. Okay? General tax. Under a blank, a various system or items of income are classified accordingly. So kina-classify daw po yung income. So saan yan? That is under your scheduler tax system. Next, blank is imposed on the right or privilege of a person to receive or earn an income, right or privilege, exercise rights. So that is excise tax. Number 6. Constructive receipt occurs when the money considered or its equivalent is placed under the control of a person who rendered the service without restrictions by the payer. The following examples of constructive receipts. So, transfer of amounts retained by a payer to the contractor's account, a security deposit to ensure faithful performance of certain obligations of the lessee to the lessor, deposits in banks that are made to the seller of service without restrictions, issuance by debtor of a notice to offset any debt or obligation and the acceptance thereof by the seller as payment of services rendered. So, ang hinahanap natin is except. Okay? So, dito kasi, itong letter D, bayad na 'to. Kasi meron ka na parang meron kang certificate na ibabawas dun sa utang mo. For this one, this is also considered as constructive receipt kasi security deposit, bayad na yan sa'yo, makukuha mo lang kapag na-fulfill mo yung obligations mo. Transfer the amounts retained by the payer to the contractor's account. Ito, meron na rin ditong constructive receipt. So the answer is letter C. Deposits in bank are made available to the seller for services without restrictions. Okay. Next, try natin. Kung mali, di mali. There is constructive receipt from income when payment is credited to the payee's account. Payee. Payee is yung binabayaran. Sige, tingnan nga natin yung kabila. Payment is set aside for the payee or otherwise made available, so the payee may withdraw upon it at any time, or so the payee could have drawn upon it during the taxable year if notice of intention to withdraw had been given without substantial limitations. So, balikan nga natin yung answer. Deposits without restrictions. Ito, ang sagot ko dito is ito, letter C. Kasi yung number 1, transfer the amounts retained by the payer. Ito na i-transfer na kasi kay payee. Ito din, naging nai-deposit na kay seller without restrictions. And then yung letter D kasi, meron na siyang binigay na certificate na ibabawas doon sa utang niya. So, letter C dito kasi, bakit? Kasi may condition pa siya eh. Kung kung nagawa niya yung trabaho niya, doon lang i-refund yung security deposit. So, hindi pa to constructive receipt. Next. For this one, both statements are correct. Which of the following is not a characteristics of a Philippine income tax? It is payable by a person upon whom it is directly imposed by law. It cannot be shifted or passed on to others. Okay, income tax ang pinag-uusapan dito. Direct tax kasi ang income tax. So, and it is the definition of your direct tax. It is levied with a specific or predetermined purpose. Okay. It is imposed and collected by the national government throughout the country. This is considered your national tax. It is based on one's ability to pay progressive taxation. So, it is levied with a specific or predetermined purpose. Kasi po, yung income tax is considered as general tax. So, dapat wala pang pagkagamitan. Ang wrong word dito is yung word na specific. Okay? So, yan po yung answer. Next, when different types of income are subjected to a common tax rate, the tax system is described as follows. Different types of income, isa lang yung ginamit. This is considered as your global tax system. And lastly, the share in profits of a partner in a general professional partnership is recorded as received by him, thus taxable, although not yet distributed. This principle is known as constructive receipt of income. Okay? Perfect. Ayun, perfect. So, tama yung mga pinagsasagot natin. Tingnan ko lang yung iba. Okay. Natin. Next, income for tax purposes. It means all income from whatever source, legal or illegal, unless specifically excluded under the tax code. This is true. Sige, sulatan ko na lang ng true. This is true. It means all wealth that flows in the taxpayer other than the return of capital. O, true din yan. It is recognized in the year it is received in cash or cash equivalent. So, true din yan. It refers to the amount of money coming to a person or corporation within a specified time. Wait lang ha. I-recheck ko lang. It refers to the amount of money coming to a person or corporation with a specified time. Sandali, parang alanganin ako sa 3. Parang hindi ako sure. Wait lang ha. Wala. Wala na wala. Okay. So, ulitin natin. True, true. So, pare-parehong true ang answer dito, letter C. Next, sources from which income is derived. The sources from which income is derived. So, pwedeng labor. Pag sinabing labor, trabaho. Illegal activities, profits derived from the sale. Okay. So, lahat ba yan income? So, the correct answer is letter D kasi income lahat yan. Again, sa tax code natin, hindi sinasabi kung dapat ba legal or illegal. Number 3. The sources from which income is derived. Income is derived. Okay. So, yung labor, galing talaga yan, considered yan as source of income. Gifts, inheritance, hindi yan income. Okay, parang ano yan, gifts. Ang regalo naman sa'yo is hindi naman yun considered as income. So, hindi ito. False ito. And then, use of capital. Okay, ginamit mo yung capital mo, kaya nag-earn ka ng income. So, this is true. The correct answer here is letter B. Which of the following is a characteristic of income? Increase in taxpayers' wealth. This is true. Realization of gain. Yes, this is true. Return on taxpayers' wealth. Return on taxpayers' wealth. Ibig sabihin, pag may pinuhunan ka, tapos bumalik sa'yo, consider yun as income. Okay? Ito, tumaas yung value ng property mo. So, lahat to, characteristic yan ng income. Okay? Number 5. Which of the following is a requisite for an income to be taxable? There must be a gain. The gain must be realized or received. The gain must not be excluded from the law of taxation. So the correct answer here is all of the choices. Lahat po yan requisite for an income to be taxable. Which of the following is not an income for income tax purposes? So gain derived from labor, this is an income. Return on capital, this is an income. Excess of selling price over the cost of assets sold, this is considered as income. So the correct answer is letter D, gifts received, kasi hindi yan considered as income. Hindi mo yan pinaghirapan, wala ka naging investment dyan. Which of the following is not an income for income tax purposes? Collection of loans receivable, condonation of debt for services rendered, excess of selling price over the cost of an asset. Number 7 is collection of loans receivable. Kasi wala namang sinabi kung magkano ba yung interest na na-earn mo. Yung collection lang ng loans yung kumbaga yung pinautang mo, yun lang yung na-collect mo. Okay? Number 8. Ilan ba ito? Second. Which of the following is not a characteristic of income? Parang naulit ito. Number 8 is letter D, return of taxpayers' wealth. Bumalik lang yung pinuhunan mo. Iba siya dun sa increase in taxpayers' wealth. Okay, so ang sagot dito is return of taxpayers' wealth, which is not a correct definition of an income. Number 9, return of capital invested, fund at one distinct point in time. Number 9 is B. Okay? It is a fund at one distinct point in time because this definition pertains to capital. Okay? 2021. In 2021, Pedro sent his sister Ana 10,000 via telegraphic transfer through Banco de Oro, Pilipinas. Lorna's bank remittance clerk made a mistake and credited 100,000, which she promptly withdrew. The bank demanded the return of the mistakenly credited excess, but Anna refused. BIR entered the picture and investigated Anna. Would the BIR be correct if it determines that Anna earned taxable income under these facts? Okay. No, she had no income because she had no right to the mistakenly credited funds. Yes, income is taxable regardless of the source. No, it was not her fault that the funds in excess of 10,000 were credited to her. No, the funds in excess of 10,000 were donated to her. The correct answer here is letter B. May income siya. Okay? Kasi pinadalhan siya ng pera. Pero kahit na mistake yun, di ba nabanggit kanina sa tax code, whether if it's legal or illegal, as long as nagkaroon ka ng growth in your capital, considered yun as income. So the correct answer for number 10 is letter B. Okay? So that's your handout number 3. The coverage of your exam is from handout number 1, which is basic basics of income taxation. Number 2 is yung individual taxpayer, and lastly is your gross income. Okay? Thank you.